What's good, crypto family? If you're holding Cardano or thinking about jumping in, this video could literally change your financial future. We're about to break down exactly how many ADA tokens you need to become a millionaire in this bull run. Plus, I'm going to reveal some absolutely insane developments happening with Cardano that most people have no idea about. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why smart money is quietly accumulating ADA right now. Let me start by saying this. Cardano isn't just another blockchain throwing around fancy buzzwords. This is a project that was built by one of the original Ethereum co-founders, Charles Hoskinson, who left Ethereum because he had a bigger vision. While everyone else was rushing to market with half-baked solutions, Cardano took the academic approach, building everything through peer-reviewed research. That might sound boring, but it's exactly why ADA could be sitting on a gold mine. Think about it. We're dealing with the first blockchain platform that goes through the same rigorous process as scientific journals. Every single piece of code, every upgrade, every feature gets scrutinized by the smartest minds in the space before it goes live. That's the kind of foundation that creates long-term value, not just quick pumps and dumps. But here's what really gets me excited about Cardano. The tokenomics are absolutely beautiful for retail investors like us. When Cardano launched, they only allocated 11.5% of the total supply to founders and insiders. Compare that to Solana, where founders control 40% of the supply. Think about what that means. If Solana's founders decide to dump their bags, they could crash the price overnight. With Cardano, that risk is minimal because the supply is truly distributed among the community. We're talking about 45 billion total ADA tokens, with about 35.3 billion currently in circulation. The distribution breakdown is genius. 57.6% went to public sales, meaning regular people like you and me got the chance to buy in early. Only 1.4% went to the Cardano Foundation, 5.5% to Input Output Hong Kong, the development company, and 4.6% to Emergo Holdings. This is decentralization done right. Now let's talk about what's coming that has me absolutely bullish on ADA. First up is Midnight, and this could be the game changer that sends Cardano to the moon. Midnight is a privacy-focused sidechain that's launching in November 2025, and Charles Hoskinson himself said this will be Cardano's single biggest economic event. Think about the current state of blockchain privacy. Most transactions are completely transparent, which is great for some use cases, but terrible for businesses and individuals who need confidentiality. Midnight solves this by creating a separate blockchain that connects to Cardano, but focuses specifically on data protection and private transactions. This isn't just some theoretical upgrade. We're talking about enabling secure, compliant interactions between users and organizations on-chain. The potential market for this is absolutely massive. Every corporation that wants to use blockchain but can't, because of privacy concerns, suddenly has a solution. Hoskinson believes Midnight and other connected projects could create billions of dollars in value for the Cardano ecosystem. But that's not even the most exciting part. Cardano just launched something called CARDANO, which is a DeFi protocol that lets Bitcoin holders participate in Cardano's ecosystem without using centralized bridges. This is huge because it means the $1.3 trillion Bitcoin market cap could start flowing into Cardano's DeFi platforms. Bitcoin holders have been stuck for years watching Ethereum DeFi users make bank with lending, staking, and borrowing protocols. Now, through CARDANO, they can lend their Bitcoin, stake it, or borrow against it, all within the Cardano ecosystem using non-custodial smart contracts. This could bring massive liquidity to Cardano and significantly boost its total value locked TVL, which is one of the key metrics investors use to evaluate DeFi platforms. The development roadmap for Cardano is also nearly complete, which means we're about to see the full vision come together. They're in the final stages of the 5-phase plan. Byron, basic functionality; Shelley, staking; Gauguin, smart contracts; Basho, optimization; and Voltaire, governance. The Hydra Layer 2 solution that launched in 2023 has already made Cardano more energy efficient and cheaper to use, with faster transaction throughput. Now let's get to the numbers everyone wants to know. How many ADA do you need to become a millionaire in this bull run? This is where it gets really interesting. Cardano's previous all-time high was $3.10, which gave it a market cap of around $100 billion. But here's the thing. That was during the last bull run, when the entire crypto market was much smaller. This time around, we're seeing institutional adoption like never before, with Bitcoin ETFs approved and major corporations adding crypto to their balance sheets. Looking at Ethereum's current market cap of around $307 billion, I believe Cardano has serious potential to capture a significant portion of that market share. Ethereum has first-mover advantage, but Cardano has better technology, lower fees, and now the privacy features that institutions desperately need. For my conservative price prediction, if Cardano reaches a $212 billion market cap, we're looking at $6 per ADA token. That's a very realistic target considering Ethereum's current valuation and the improvements Cardano is bringing to the space. On the higher end, if Cardano reaches $282 billion market cap, which would still be below Ethereum's current level, we could see $8 per ADA token. Given the upcoming midnight launch and Cardano integration, I actually think this is quite achievable. So here's the math. To become a millionaire with a 6 ADA price target, you would need to invest approximately $92,000 at today's prices. That would get you about 168,000 ADA tokens. If ADA hits $6, you'd have exactly $1,008,000. For the $8 price target, you'd need to invest about $69,000 at current prices, which would get you around 126,000 ADA tokens. If ADA reaches $8, you'd be sitting on just over $1 million. Now, I know those investment amounts might seem large, but remember, we're talking about becoming a millionaire. And compared to other investments that could potentially deliver those returns, ADA actually represents incredible value right now. Here's what makes Cardano special compared to its competitors. The proof-of-stake consensus mechanism makes it incredibly energy efficient. While Bitcoin miners are burning through massive amounts of electricity, ADA holders can simply stake their tokens and earn passive income while helping secure the network. Current staking rewards are around 4 to 5% annually, which means your ADA is growing even while you wait for price appreciation. The developer community behind Cardano is also world-class. Charles Hoskinson's experience co-founding Ethereum gives him insights into what works and what doesn't in blockchain development. The Input-Output Hong Kong team has been methodically building out the ecosystem, prioritizing security and scalability over rushing features to market. What really excites me about the timing is that we're approaching the convergence of several major catalysts. The Midnight sidechain launches in November 2025, which could bring massive institutional adoption. The Cardano protocol is already live, potentially bringing Bitcoin's liquidity into Cardano's ecosystem. And we're still in the early stages of what many believe will be the biggest crypto bull run in history. The institutional money flowing into crypto right now is unprecedented. We've got BlackRock, Fidelity, and other major asset managers not just buying Bitcoin, but actively researching altcoins for their next moves. When institutions start allocating to smart contract platforms, Cardano's academic rigor and proven security model make it an obvious choice. Don't forget about the global regulatory environment either. Governments worldwide are creating clearer frameworks for cryptocurrency, and Cardano's compliance-focused approach positions it perfectly for this new regulatory landscape. The Midnight privacy features will be crucial for institutional adoption, especially in sectors like healthcare and finance where data protection is mandatory. The staking ecosystem on Cardano is also incredibly robust, with thousands of stake pools operated by the community rather than centralized entities. This true decentralization not only makes the network more secure, but also creates a strong economic incentive for long-term holding rather than trading. Looking at the broader market dynamics, we're seeing a clear trend toward utility and real-world adoption rather than just speculation. Cardano checks all the boxes: proven technology, strong fundamentals, upcoming catalysts, and a clear path to mass adoption through privacy and Bitcoin integration. The risk-reward ratio at current prices is absolutely compelling. We're talking about a top 10 cryptocurrency by market cap that's still trading well below its previous all-time high, with major upgrades and partnerships on the horizon. The potential downside is limited compared to the massive upside if even half of these developments deliver on their promise. My personal take? We're still early in Cardano's story. The foundation has been laid, the technology is proven, and the major catalysts are just around the corner. Whether you're looking to invest $69,000 for millionaire potential, or just want to add some ADA to your portfolio, I believe this bull run could be when Cardano finally gets the recognition it deserves. The smart money is positioning now, before midnight launches, and before Cardano really starts moving Bitcoin liquidity into the ecosystem. Don't wait for confirmation. By then, the easy money will already be made. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Cryptocurrency investments are highly volatile and risky.